Today we're taking a look at the Future Hands box featuring Iron Hands, Iron Crown, Mew EX, and Miraidon, and a whole bunch of tools. Let's take a look at that deck list, and let's talk about how it's built. All right, the first thing you're going to notice is we do not run the Iron Leaves for the Charizard matchup. I feel like it just makes the deck really inconsistent, and it's just not necessary. You're normally going to win or lose with or without the Iron Leaves, depending on how many extra prizes you can take with Iron Hands. And Iron Leaves just makes it harder to power up your Iron Hands to get those additional prizes. We do have the 4 Iron Crown. We only have 3 Iron Hands, 2 Miraidon, and the Mew EX. The Mew EX with Restart is amazing. And having the free pivot option with our A-Spec of choice Prime Catcher just makes sense. It's just a really powerful card, and having the genome hacking to fight things such as Mimikyu is just extremely valuable to have. You can also use the genome hacking to take out like Giratina V-Stars. You're able to use it in so many versatile ways. It's just a good card to have. We do have the 4 research for Arven and 2 Iono as our draw supporter. We have the 2 Pokégear because we really want to see Arven and research basically every turn for the first couple of turns. We want to be able to use Electric Generator and Techno Radar as much as possible. And then, of course, we want Arven to get our Heavy Batons and our Future Booster Energy Capsule. The Heavy Baton on Iron Hands is extremely important. You want to be able to move those energy from one Iron Hands to another one if your opponent's able to knock out your first Iron Hands. We do run 2 Lost Vacuum in this deck. The biggest problem this deck runs into is Max Belt. Maximum Belt is really bad for this deck, especially in the Charizard matchup. So you want to have a Lost Vacuum to be able to get rid of the Max Belt, to get rid of Stadiums, to get rid of other tool cards. Tool cards and Stadiums are just kind of running wild in the format right now, and Lost Vacuum is a way to kind of keep that under control. Do have the 1 Counter Catcher, 1 Switch Cart, 1 Nest Ball, all items we can get with Arven. It's just overall, a consistent build of this list without teching too much for the Charizard matchup. Let's hop into some games and see how it runs. I could be playing Lugia as well. I guess Lugia is another deck that does want to go first, right? Comfey. This is a pretty good starting hand. Have basically everything we would want. And their first flower selecting was Roxanne. That's unfortunate for them. That was a bad turn 1 going first. We got to ditch one of the Lost Vacuums. I almost don't even want to use this Iono. I almost just want to attack, but we should just use the Iono to further our setup. Hold up. Did we prize 3 Iron Crown? That is insane. No way. We prized 3 Iron Crown. That's wild. All right, so next turn we have the Arven to grab out a Electric Generator. We may also just hit the research. There's a good chance we are going to see one of our 4 Electric Generators. I don't see why we would whiff it that much. They do have the knockout on Miraidon as long as they can get 4 in the Lost Zone. If they don't get 4 in the Lost Zone, then they basically just kind of lose. If we top deck an energy here, we'll definitely use the Arven to go grab the Electric Generator and just hope we get one more. If not, we'll probably put down the Heavy Baton, Iron Crown, and then use the research and hope we get the Electric Generators and energy card that way. All right, so they're playing the Iron Leaves version, probably have the Bayonet lines as well. This is the second place Giratina list, more than likely from EUIC last week. Good list, really good list. Definitely beats Charizard. I don't really know what else it beats consistently. I have not played the deck yet. I'm not the biggest fan of Giratina. Every time I've played Giratina in the last couple of years, just brick. It's just brick city. There's a boss. That's a play. We need a lot of tools and items next turn. I mean, we could just guarantee the knockout here. All right, if we play Arven, we can grab the Future Capsule and we could just take the knockout with Miraidon on their only Comfey. That's probably the best play. If we used Research, we could whiff one of those items. Getting the Electric Generator and a Future Capsule would have been really, really nice, but we attached the baton there, so we are just going to go ahead and play the Arven. And we're going to grab the Generator and the Future Capsule. And we're going to hope we get 1 energy here. And then we have the free retreat to be able to take 2 prizes. There's the 1 energy we needed. Go ahead and retreat. And we should have 2 prizes here. This is what happens whenever I play Giratina. Just don't see anything. And that's why I don't play it. I know it's a good deck. There's our other 2. We prized 3 Iron Crowns this game. That is absolutely crazy. At least we didn't prize all 4, I guess, because if we would have prized all 4, we wouldn't have had that turn 1 knockout on Comfey. This is what this deck does. It just runs people over. Like, it's only been 2 turns and you're already down 3 prize cards. And at this point, you have to think, is it even worth playing the matchup out? There's the Roxanne. So they got the 2 Roxanne list. They did Lost Zone 1 already. So they're not out of this yet. They could easily get back into this game, especially if I don't get a Future Capsule or my Switch Cart and Arven or something to get this out of here. Yeah, they don't even have Comfey online yet. Or I'm sorry, Cramorant online. They're probably grabbing a Comfey here. If I was playing this Giratina list and if I had an energy in hand, in a Switch Card, I would just do Abyss Seeking. They may not have one of those 2 pieces, though. Yeah, just the pass. There's the Research. We're going to attach the energy just in case, and we actually whiff it. We do not get what we were looking for. We do get 2 energies, though, which is nice. Electric Generator getting 2 energies is just busted. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pass. Let's see what they do here. They need quite a bit. We could just boss up this Giratina, attach an energy, boss up the Giratina, and then take the knockout. No, wait, we have Heavy Baton attached, so we would have to attack with Arm Press. Yeah, we would need to attack with this Iron Hands here. So we would actually need another Electric Generator for that to work. And now it won't work at all because it's a V-Star. But we could still boss up their Greninja and amp you very much. Take 2 more prizes, go down to 1 prize while they are still at 6 potentially, and it should just kind of be game over. There's a lot of plays we can make here. All right, so they just use Spit innocently, take the 110 damage, and there's our Switch Cart. About as lucky as it can get right there. I think I'm just going to leave it alone. I think I'm going to leave this Greninja alone and just play the Arven. And we're going to grab out a Future Capsule just in case they try and trap something. And I don't really know which item we need. I mean, we could just grab the Prime Catcher to guarantee game, potentially. We're just going to grab the Prime Catcher. We don't really need a specific item here. We just really wanted this Future Energy Capsule in hand because there's very, very little chance that they play another Roxanne. If they played 3 Roxanne, that would be really crazy. We could have bossed up the Greninja to cut off their draw support, but I feel like just doing this play, kind of setup game, is just the better play. Only because there's no threat of Roxanne. If they play 3 Roxanne, I'd be amazed, and they don't have the Shuppet Bayonet option either. That's why most people are only playing the 1 Roxanne, because most of the time you could just grab it with the Shuppet Bayonet line. Kudos to Tallman4646 for trying, though. That's the cool part about Giratina V-Star is, like, you could go down a lot of prizes, but then Giratina V-Star can just kind of sweep the board. Lost Impact, Star Requiem, Lost Impact can take 6 prize cards really fast. So So we just have if they don't disrupt our hand, we just have the manual attachment and the Prime Catcher to whatever's on their bench, the Greninja more than likely, and should be game. Oh, we only have one prize, so we don't even need to attach the energy. Yeah, there's the switch to Giratina, so they should have the knockout here. They don't have Star Requiem on board. If they use Star Requiem, it actually nullifies the tool card. All right, so we're going to attach energy like this. This is a crazy powerful attacker whenever you have 4 Iron Crowns on the bench. All right, so promote the Miraidon, Prime Catcher, and that's game. I think Giratina is a really, really good deck because of how popular Charizard is, and it does have a really good matchup into most. But one of their bad matchups is this Future Hands deck, unfortunately. Starting Miraidon's really awesome, but you really can't run more than 2. If you run more than 2 of the Miraidon in there, it just lowers consistency too much. So we need a Techno Radar here and a Future Capsule, and we should have a turn 1 attack. Unfortunately, it won't be for a knockout because they did start their Whimsicott. Yeah, the fluff gets in the way attack can be really, really unfortunate for us. There's the Future Capsule. That's actually really, really nice. All right, so we want the Techno Radar. And I think we just want to... I really want the Prime Catcher, but we don't have a way to get it. You know, we can't take 2 items, unfortunately. Just going to take the other Future Capsule. We're going to have to retreat back and forward if they try to use this fluff gets in the way attack. Go ahead and pitch the Pokégear. Going to grab that, and we're going to grab that. So we're doing 80 damage here. I'm trying to remember if Whimsicott V-Star is a thing. Is Whimsicott V-Star a thing? Is this going to get more HP? I think we're going to hold on to the other Future Booster Capsule. Until next turn, we're probably going to be playing this Research. And we'll just attach it here to be able to retreat to attack. We should have a knockout with Arm Press next turn if they don't play a Whimsicott V-Star. Is Whimsicott... I have to check. I have to check. Let's check. All right, let's check. Whimsicott. Whimsicott V-Star is a thing. Let's see. Whimsicott V-Star. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any Pokemon tool or special energies. That's really good. Does 60 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each energy attached. That's pretty good. All right, let's switch back. Do have the Espartha lined up here. This match could get kind of sketchy because of that. I think they need 7 total energy, so if I have 4... yeah, that could get kind of sketchy. There's the boss, probably on the Iron Crown. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. So we do need to retreat here. Do we want the other Iron... I think we want the other Miraidon. Man, if we would have got 2 energy there, that would have been awesome. All right, I think we're just going to do another peak acceleration here. If they don't respect the Miraidon, we will have this as an attacker soon. And if we need a manual retreat, if they use that Fluff Gets in the Way attack, we have that available as well. The reason we played this second Miraidon is because if they take a knockout with the Espartha, we're probably going to promote this Miraidon and attack with it. Actually, we can't because of the ability. Shoot. That gets sketchy, doesn't it? Espartha is just a scary card, like especially with like, you know, they're obviously targeting basic Pokemon. They probably have a Pokemon League headquarters about to come down right here. There it is. Like I said, it's a scary card. Okay, so I think we get rid of this for the league headquarters. They're definitely targeting this deck specifically with this build. Put down second Iron Hands. We need the extra energy just for arm press. We're going to attach Heavy Baton here and then do our research. This is why we play 4 research. And then we're just going to hit them with arm press. And if they don't take a knockout, they need another energy here to take a knockout. If they don't take a knockout, we have Ampy very much online. If they do take a knockout, we have to promote the Iron Crown, get an Electric Generator, and hope we get a ton of energy off of it. Unfortunately for them, that Whimsicott is a huge liability. And they do not have the energy. Oh wait, they already had the 20 damage. I'm crazy. This is fine. Let's count how many energy we have. We have 4 energy. The odds are so low. I think we just counter catcher up the other one. And we manually attach here, and then we could power everything else up. I think that's the play. They do. Oh, they've got a 1 retreat cost, though. That's unfortunate. Actually, the ability is messing with us. Should have grabbed. We should have grabbed the. Yeah, I messed up there. We should have grabbed the other Electric Generator. That was a misplay. Should have grabbed the Electric Generator and then set it up. Yeah, we're just passing this turn. Misplay right there. Let's see if it comes back to bite us here. They're only doing like 60 damage right now. We may counter catcher up that Whimsicott they just put. There's the switch. I think we need to counter catcher up that Whimsicott they just put down. and then we're going to boss Prime Catcher for the overall win here. Yeah, that's the play. And then we have the free retreat. We're going to keep the future booster capsule in case they try and trap something themselves. And this sets up a lot of prize cards. A lot of prize cards. Because we can take 3 prize cards on the Whimsicott, on the bench, and the active spot. And if they knock out that one Iron Hands, then we're still okay. There's Pokégear, and they fail it. Wow. That's pretty huge. I think that just gives us the win. Because I think we just attach this, retreat, boss up. We don't even need to boss up anything right now. Just retreat. Could have used Prime Catcher to conserve the future capsule just in case they try and boss something themselves, but with a 0-card hand, it seems super unlikely. Yeah, we should be able to take 6 prizes this way. I think I'm overthinking it. Espartha's a scary deck. Every time I play against this deck, I'm always extremely nervous and but I think we're going to be able to take 3 prizes here in back-to-back turns. We have the Prime Catcher to switch to one of our booster capsule Pokemon, free retreat back into the Iron Hands, and take the last couple prizes. Spartha is a scary deck, man. It is a scary deck. They might have just quit here. I mean, they do. I mean, they should have a knockout. Like, they just need 1 energy attachment, right? There's Pokégear. They just need 1 energy attachment. If they hit the Iono here, we could be in trouble. There's a research. Nice. 7 cards. I should guarantee the knockout here. They need 1 more energy on Spartha to take the knockout. But that kind of wraps it up as well. So if they do take the knockout, we have Heavy Baton. All the energy are going to back to Iron Hands. Then we have Prime Catcher, and that should just kind of wrap it up. Like, they have to take a knockout here. Lost Vacuum would win them the game as well. That's what's crazy. All right, there's the retreat finally. They've been kind of playing extremely slow here. Being able to take 3 prize cards in back-to-back turns to win you the game is part of what makes this deck so strong. The Miraidon sets up so much damage. They had to get a knockout here. Like, they had to attach the energy and take the knockout here. All right, Prime Catcher, retreat back. Like, I get what the Whimsicott's trying to do here. And the Pokemon League headquarters. That's why we played 2 Lost Vacuums. The Lost Vacuums basically saved us there. If we didn't have an out to take out that League headquarters, we wouldn't have had to attack that turn, and we probably would have lost. Let me know what you guys think of the Future Hands deck. Do you guys like my build? Let me know down in the comments.